Welcome to my CBSE English teacher. Today let's look at the line-by-line explanation of the poem Fog by Carl Sandburg from Class 10 English. If you're watching my video for the first time, consider subscribing. You can listen to the explanations of lessons from classes 10, 11 and 12 English. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video. Let's move on to the video now. About the poet. Carl Sandburg was an American poet, writer and editor. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes for 2 of his poetry and 1 for his biography on Abraham Lincoln. He wrote poems like Grass, Analysis, Chicago, etc. Introduction. Fog is a very small poem written by Carl Sandburg. He has described the process of arrival of the fog into a city and the harbor. He has very beautifully compared it to a cat. Let's look at the line-by-line explanation of the poem Fog. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. The poet says that the fog is like a cat. Fog is nothing but a thick cloud formation because of tiny droplets of water, and this is usually seen during the winter season. He says that the fog comes like a cat. Now nobody knows when a cat comes and goes. Similarly, the fog's arrival is also very silent, just like a cat. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches. Now the poet says that it means the fog. The fog has completely covered the harbor and the city, and it is sitting and watching over it silently, just like how a cat likes to sit on its haunches. Haunches means folding its legs and watching over here and there. Here also the poet has compared the cat to the fog. Now after sitting and watching for some time, and then it moves on. After some time, the fog disappears silently, just like how it came. So in the poem, the poet has compared fog to a cat. It comes in very silently and moves away silently too. Now when the fog comes in, there's a lot of visibility problems. So he also implies that when there is fog all around, it can cause some problems. So once the fog is gone from the place, it is very clear and life goes on as usual. Let's look at the literary devices used in the poem. First one is metaphor. Here fog is compared to a cat. Then the rhyme scheme. There's no rhyme scheme used in the poem. So the poet has written the poem in free verse. And next is personification. The poet has personified fog. He says that the fog comes and it sits. Question and answers. Question number 1. What is compared to a cat in this poem? Why? Answer. In this poem, fog is compared to a cat because it arrives very quietly without anybody's notice and leaves in a similar manner. Question number 2. Find 3 things that tell us that the fog is like a cat. Answer. Number 1. The fog comes on its little cat feet. This means that the fog enters silently just like a cat. Number 2. It sits looking over harbor and city. The fog is compared to a cat as cats also like to sit and look here and there. Number 3. On silent haunches and then moves on. The fog sits silently over the city just like the cat that sits on its bended legs and then moves off silently. I hope you liked today's video. For more interesting videos, do subscribe to my CBSE English teacher. Please like, share and give your valuable comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.